everybody? Welcome back to Primal Performance. As always, Coach Kyle right here, Coach Graham right there. Today I'm bringing you the first of the Primal movement patterns, and I'm just giving my top 5 cues on what to look for when you're doing a squat. That's the one we're covering. Graham will be mostly demoing a front squat, but these cues are going to pertain whether you're doing a front squat, a high bar back squat where the bar is higher up on your back, as the name refers to, or a low bar back squat where the bar ends up being lower on your back and sitting here. But all of these cues are present with all 3 of those squats. Even, what was the other one you were saying?
Overhead squat as well.
Overhead squat, goblet squats, whatever kind of squat where you're dealing with a lot of
arm
load.
squats, back squats,
okay.
Shoulder squats, squats.
With a K?
With a K.
Alright. Now, the first cue is going to be his relationship with the floor. Now, whatever stance you take for whatever squat you're taking, it might vary, but squat stances are going to be anywhere between pelvis width and shoulder width, maybe a bit wider, maybe a bit more narrow. But that depends on a lot of things, on your own biomechanics and the type of squat you're doing. But nonetheless, no matter what position you choose, they should stay there. Far too often when people squat, as they go through the range, there's moments, see how his feet are kind of ducking out like that? That shouldn't happen once your body or your hips and knees have started to move. The feet where they start should stay there throughout the entire range of motion. And they should stay there with some vigor. That is what I consider having a very good relationship with the floor. When you're aware of all those contact points at the base of the toes, the balls of his feet and his heel, etc., etc. The second cue has to do from the front view, or you can do this from the back view as well. But essentially, no matter where he is in the squat, I should be able to take a stick or a string and hang it between and have it touch in the middle, kind of dissecting his feet or his footprint in half. Now, from there, yeah, thank you, you can set that up. Thank you. So now it is set up in the middle of his body. As he goes throughout his squat, it's not the best angle for me to hold a stick here. You shouldn't be right standing in front of them and having a stick. But nonetheless, with this stick, as he descends in his squat, no matter where he is in the range of his squat, halfway down and the bottom coming up, this stick should always be cutting his body in half, starting between the feet and going up the body. The third cue is going to deal with vision. Now, wherever his eyes start, it's okay if they look down at where the floor and the wall meet, or if they gaze forward, or even if they gaze slightly higher. Each squat, you're going to have a slightly different position of your eyes that you want to be looking, just to help with safety of your neck. But nonetheless, wherever your eyes are looking, wherever your focal point is, keep it there. Don't be moving your eyes around. The squat, just like every other exercise, is a balancing act. It's a combination of a center of mass of yours and a weight, and you need to be able to maintain that. Now, if his eyes are moving around while he's squatting, it's going to make it harder to have consistency from rep to rep. It's going to be harder on his balance, harder to perform the squat. Okay, the fourth cue is no matter where he is in the squat, again, whether it's a high bar back squat, a low bar back squat, or a front squat like he's in right now, this barbell, no matter where he is, go ahead and start to descend. It should always be within his footprint. So if I were to take my stick and place it right here and go straight down to the floor, it's in his footprint. As he goes down, you can see that bar more or less staying exactly on that path. And the straighter that bar path is, essentially the more command you show you have of the position. When you see bar paths moving around a lot, there are things to address. And the last cue being upper back tightness. Now, whether, just go into a back squat for a second, but whether he's doing a high bar back squat, a low bar back squat, or a front squat, you cannot underestimate how tight all of these muscles back here need to be. His lats, his rhomboids, even the external rotators as much as he can. So many people underestimate how tight the upper body needs to be. This is essentially what's helping you keep that bar path as straight as possible, in conjunction with what the legs do. But nonetheless, a lot of people end up losing their squats because they are not tight enough here. Not necessarily because the legs cannot push it.
If you keep it tight, you're doing it right.
Now, if you need me to elaborate or expand on any of these points, because I just kind of went over them, I didn't go into detail on how you do any of them. So if you need to know how to do some, or you realize that some of the things that you see in your squat or when you video your squats are not present like I spoke about here, send me a message, write a comment below, and let me know what you want more clarification on, and I'll make a video just for you.
Just for you. That's some customization. That's personalization.
And don't forget, at Primal Performance,
We put performance first.
peace!